Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. So my friend and I have been friends for a few years and she recently got engaged. A week ago, I got a DM from her for a small costume party she was hosting as a celebration for her getting engaged. I asked if there was a theme and she said there wasn't. I'm a cosplayer, so I had a lot of choices. I didn't want to rock up in an anime cosplay, so I thought it would be funny to go to an engagement party as the corpse bride. I arrived at a house yesterday and everything seemed normal. A few people complimented my costume and I was having a lot of fun. After 10 minutes, my friend's fiance walked out in a black tuxedo and announced this was actually their wedding. Apparently, my friend saw a video of someone doing this and wanted to do the same. He asked us to all go to the backyard for the ceremony to begin. I went straight to him. I asked if I should quickly go home and change my outfit and that I would get back before it started. He told me it was fine since I didn't know this was the wedding. I trusted him and followed everyone outside. They got married and everything seemed good. The reception was just in the house again, so everyone just walked back inside and picked up where they left off. I tried talking to my friend and celebrating with her, but she kept making excuses to not talk to me. I assumed it was just because she was tired from the big day and wanted some alone time. I didn't bother her after that and the party soon ended. I got home and half an hour passed when my phone started getting notifications. I checked and it was my friend texting me. She was cussing me out and telling me how I ruined her wedding. I was really confused and asked what I did. That only made her more angry. She told me it was basic knowledge not to wear a wedding dress to a wedding. I reminded her I had no idea it was a wedding and that I asked her now husband if I should change and he said it was fine. She didn't respond, but I get a text from her husband. He asked why I would tell her he said it was fine. I told him he said it was fine. Then he said how I should have changed anyways, and it's my fault that the two are now fighting over this. I've tried texting her that I was sorry and if I had known I wouldn't have done it. I woke up today and saw her and her husband have blocked me on everything. So, am I wrong for not changing out of the wedding dress when I found out it was actually a wedding? For your information, I am a guy. I cosplayed the character Emily from The Corpse Bride and had blue paint all over. I'm also Australian and I've never heard a costume party meaning fancy. Everyone was dressed up in funny costumes. Okay, I don't think he was wrong because he didn't know it was a wedding. It was supposed to be like a party, right? And they said you could dress as anything. It's a costume party, so you could wear whatever you want. Like, if the person didn't want them wearing something specific, they should have been like, don't wear white or don't wear an actual wedding dress. I don't know, man. I feel like they shouldn't have even made a big deal out of it, to be honest. Like, why would you even cuss someone out for that when you didn't tell them the actual rules? It would be rude if they knew it was the actual wedding and still came in a wedding dress, but they didn't even know. The bride is just overreacting. Jeez. Taking the fun out of everything. Honestly, I think this person did everything correct. They came in a costume. They realized it was actually a wedding because it was a surprise wedding announced by them two stupid people. And now they're like, oh wait, should I go change because this is a wedding, so I should go change out of the wedding dress, right? And then the groom is like, nah, it's fine, just go. And then they trusted the groom and then now this happens. Come on now, make up your mind, people. Stupid people like this annoy me. If you're gonna get mad at someone wearing a costume, then don't make it a costume party, alright? Doesn't make sense. Just make it a normal wedding then. Holy. My wife and I live far away from both of our sets of parents. We visit them a couple of times a year and they visit us about the same. My mum and dad love food. They will buy pounds of garlic and leave it in a rice maker for a month to make black garlic. They plan their vacations around amazing restaurants. My in-laws are lovely people, but boiling chicken drumsticks is fancy for them. And they refuse to eat steak that isn't well done. Sorry, I don't want to judge, but like boiling chicken drumsticks is fancy. Okay. Alright, why am I being like this? I know some people don't even have food to eat. So, I shouldn't be laughing, honestly. I discovered this the first time I went to the home for dinner. I wasn't even asked how I like my steak. Everyone got a well done steak. It took me years to convince my wife to try a medium rare steak. Now she loves them. I bought some beautiful prime steak for them when they came over when we moved in together. I made theirs medium well and I died a little inside. Her dad took it back to the girl and destroyed them. So now I buy select grade meat. I've been buying some excellent quality Wagyu for when my parents visit. Not every single time, maybe once a year. My wife says I'm being an ass by not treating both families the same. I don't think I should waste money on great food for them when I know how they would treat it. Yeah, I think this person is doing the right thing, to be honest. Because if someone does not value food and cooks it the way that they're not supposed to be cooked, then, you know, just eat cheaper food that would taste the same when they cook it the same. Like, it doesn't make sense for someone to go to a sashimi place and get sashimi for like $100, let's say, for example, right? And then they just put it on the grill so that it's cooked and not raw. Like, you can just buy cheaper salmon from the store then. Like, seriously, imagine them buying Wagyu for the other family and they just cook it well done. And the meat is just tough and everything now. That's such a waste, dude. Maybe they should just buy like different things instead of steak. Maybe they should like order some fried chicken. Everyone loves some fried chicken. Because, you know, they don't like eating good steak anyway. So get them like chicken. Amazing chicken. I live with my boyfriend in a flat he owns, fully paid off. His father gave it to him. The whole building was built 6 years ago and it's in a very popular area. I pay my boyfriend half of the market rate rent, which we update every year by looking at how much the flats are being rented out for in the building complex, which is a lot of money, but I agreed to it. Other than this, we did everything else 50-50 in the past. I got a new job with a significant pay increase, and now my boyfriend says we should start splitting expenses proportional to income because that's fair. I told him I don't think that's fair that I should start paying more just because I got a new job and nothing else changed. I already pay him rent. Enough rent that would get me a same size flat a few streets away, so it's more than fair to him. He made some, in my opinion, very weak arguments and accused me of ripping him off. That's when I told him that under no circumstances we will split expenses proportional to income. Now that I've calmed down a bit, I'm worried whether I'm in the wrong. Especially since my best friend told me that this is how they do it with her boyfriend too, and my boyfriend owning the flat is irrelevant here. Oh, I don't think they're wrong because I feel like why would it change now if they're already paying the market rate rent? And she literally said she could just go to another apartment and move in there and pay the same rent. So like, it doesn't make sense for him to charge her more. Honestly though, I just feel like he sees her more as a tenant than a partner because look at how he's adjusting the rent every single year. He's like, oh, market rates are increasing. Let me adjust your rent so you gotta pay more. It's also the fact that he's not paying anything, but he's still charging her. It doesn't make sense because he wants to charge her, splitting the expenses, but he's not even getting charged anything by his dad because their income is not equal anyways. If she has to pay rent and he's not paying anything, you know, he has like no expenses, but she has like way more expenses than he does, and he wants her to pay even more. Like, what kind of boyfriend is that? Imagine being so calculative that you have to do this. Alright, moving on. So, I went out for dinner for my sister-in-law's bachelorette party this past weekend. Between my sister-in-law and my husband, sister-in-law has always been the golden child of the family. Growing up, my in-laws coddled her and gave her everything that she wanted, while my husband always got the bad end of the stick. She was always a popular girl in school, cheerleader, lots of friends, all the boys loved her. While my husband was always a little more nerdy and got picked on quite a bit. Even my in-laws would give him a hard time about this and says he needed to be more like his sister. Well, fast forward to today, both my husband and I went to the top schools, got our degrees, and currently have very well-paying jobs in tech. I'm not trying to sound braggy, this is just for context, but we live a very, very comfortable life. Sister-in-law still currently lives at home with my in-laws, where they foot all of her bills. She had my niece who's 4 with her ex, and is currently on marriage number 2. This past weekend, I was invited to this fancy upscale restaurant in my city for my sister-in-law's bachelorette party. She just wanted to do a nice dinner. There were 8 of us in total. At the end of the dinner, the bill comes out and the waiter hands it to me. I'm sitting there confused for a second until sister-in-law speaks up and is all, my parents and I were talking and we're thinking you and my brother can handle the bill for this as a wedding gift, since you're not financially contributing to my wedding. I stared at her shocked for a moment and was like, you didn't think to bring this up to me beforehand? She started going off about how we're so well off, so what's the big deal? And she's sure her brother wouldn't have an issue with it. I asked her why her fiancé doesn't foot the bill, or my in-laws, and where in her right mind she thinks it's okay to spring this on me. She started going on about how we're the wealthiest in both her and her fiancé's family, and that she didn't think I would act like this and would say yes. I told her, well, sorry, but I'm not your parents. Don't expect handouts from me. She called me selfish and I called her an entitled brat, paid for my half of the bill and left. Well, as expected, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, and even some of the cousins and aunts on my husband's side have been absolutely furious with me and are expecting me to apologize for the comments. I told them over my dead body. Husband is 100% on my side, and we are debating on not going to the wedding. I was talking to my mom and she thinks I took it too far with the comments and should just apologize to keep the peace. The bill was close to $1,000 USD. Oh hell no! Yeah, no. No, 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 okay? Not for someone I despise, alright? If it was someone I freaking loved, oh hell yeah, I'll give you everything. But for someone that I don't even like and is bratty, no. You pay for your own bill. Get your fiance to pay for you, whatever. Get your mom and dad to pay for you, whatever. Or you pay yourself. Like, what the heck are you doing, you grown woman? You don't know how to pay for the bill? Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.